There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission.
It seems so radical at first.
Electronic harassment, synthetic telepathy, voice-to-skull technology. Chances are you haven't heard of these terms, but after searching the internet, I found dozens of websites dedicated to the phenomenon and several Valley residents who say they're victims.
They call themselves targeted individuals, and some call themselves the chosen one. People who have been marked to have their entire life wrecked with paranoia.
Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of teethdaggers analyzes videos / reacts to videos. Make sure you have your water, your snacks, your green, and your caffeine for this episode of teethdaggers reacts 2. So you're being gangstalked by Maverick. Subscribe below for more videos every day. Let's get right into it.
It is them versus the world. A world that is full of demons, government agents, and energized terrorism. And the world's attacks are cruel and endless.
Alright, hell yeah. So I'm kind of glad this isn't turning out to be a scary video. It's obviously like an ironic video. Like he's obviously not poking fun at them because he's like, damn, these people need help. But let's see if he's like, let's see if there's a twist and he's like, actually, this is real. I'm being gangstalked right now.
Another day to live through. Better get started.
Imagine you're living your day to day, and you're in your car getting into a heated argument with a friend. After the clash, you part ways and go home to go to sleep because you have work in the morning. On your way to work the next day, you stop to get a coffee, and while you're waiting in line, somebody behind you repeats verbatim and mockingly the most heated moment of yesterday's argument. You turn around and the person smiles, coughs twice, and they leave. That first encounter seems weird, but you shrug it off. You mention it to your significant other later that day. Later that night, you're on your phone and you notice a story in your feed mentioning how your significant other is more likely to cheat in the morning.
Yeah, but why do they think people have the time to go around and follow them around all day? Especially if they're not paparazzi following celebrities. Like most people only do stuff if there's money or benefit involved. And then there's hobbies, I guess. Maybe they're hobbyists and they follow people they think is interesting around, like a live stream.
Before you go to bed, your partner will tell you that they're going to meet a friend at the gym in the morning, and now you're on guard. In the morning, you're driving to work in your car playing Pandora radio, and a commercial for a local private investigator that specializes in cheating spouses comes on in between songs. On your lunch break, you realize your partner hasn't called you all day, and as you scroll your feed, you see a comment mentioning how you are abusing your mentor position at church, and that no one likes you. You shake it off and save the post to comment later, and then you go back to work. You get to your desk, and shortly after, one of your clients calls and chews you out for an unfulfilled purchase order. The person yells at you and is extremely rude, and then hangs up. At the end of work, you notice your significant other still hasn't called you, which makes you suspicious by this time, and so you pick up dinner. Before going home and while in line at the grocery store, a stranger says your name while having a conversation with another person, but to mention in the conversation how her friend had to leave her church group to save her marriage. On your way home, your streaming service plays nothing but songs about cheating boyfriends. You get home and see your significant other with another person.
But how does that have to do with gang stalking? First of all, what was he getting at with all that other blabbering? I was trying to equate it all. Let me know in comments below if you get what he's getting at. Second of all, this is just Google listening to you talking or whatever. Like, those weird coincidences happen to everybody. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Person of the opposite sex, and you get out of your car, and your spouse says that his phone didn't work all day for some reason, and his card isn't working, so he couldn't buy gas. That's why the person, who is also a female, drove him home. Not to mention that she is a new client of his. You both get in the house, and an argument starts. You accuse your spouse of cheating, he gets mad, and leaves. You eat dinner by yourself, go back and check on that negative comment you saw online at lunch, but it's not there anymore. Suddenly, you're waking up, not remembering how you fell asleep. You hear a noise in your house, so you call out your spouse, but there's no answer. You hear a door slam, and then silence. You text your partner, "Why'd you leave?" "I haven't been back, and I'm still mad. Talk to you later," they reply. Now that you know that wasn't your spouse, you check your house. You find the lights are on, and the cabinet doors are open, but nothing's missing. You call the cops. They check the house and see nothing missing or out of place. The police then ask you things like if you've been abusing alcohol or drugs. You reply in defense of yourself, but the
Oh shit, this is what he's building up to. That are you actually crazy or not? Damn, cool. You did a really good job. What the fuck? I wish it just wasn't typing though, that made it boring. But I mean, it had an effect, I guess.
The cops refuse to file a report since they've seen nothing like a threat, and asked if you would like to see a psychiatrist. You refuse. You claim you're not crazy, and they leave. So now you're unable to sleep now, and go to work as the morning arrives. After you arrive, your boss asks to meet you, tells you a large client that you maintain had called, and is taking her business elsewhere. And because of this, you are fired. You clean out your office, and now you're on your way home to a house that you don't feel safe at. Upon arriving, you see that your significant other is moving their stuff out while you were at work. And after another fight, they leave. Now, home alone in your house, stressed out, and not feeling safe, you try to wind down with some wine as you wear your Harvard college sweats and you watch some TV. You pull out your phone and scroll your feed, and you begin seeing ads for the exact same Harvard sweatshirt that you're wearing. You're getting creeped out by that, so you go to Reddit to get away from social media, and you start seeing posts about how did you cause your breakup, and then you see a post about how
But that's on Reddit all the time if you're subscribed to relationships on Reddit. What is he trying to get at here, dude? Come on, he did a good job at first, but now it's starting to ramble on.
After reading through subreddits, tweets, and 4chan posts, it seems that these stalkers
There! We fast forwarded to the exact part. He was like, he got on Reddit to see what was going on. He found a community to find out that, oh, there's others like him. This is called gang stalking.
want you to know that they're there. They want you to be aware of the never-ending looming threat. Why? Well, I'm going to pause here.
And also, he obviously talked about how Reddit was saying some shit, like exactly what he was doing.
The issue with majority conspiracy theories is that they're resolved in absolutes. That there is one golden answer to every matter that confuses you. If you look into the corners of the web, you'll find these half-brain theories scattered everywhere. And if you're not careful, you may begin to believe them.
This individual is coming every day. He's been doing this for 4 years in front of our house, and I have seen him.
What if he just lives there and that's where he parks?
With a camera and a tripod in those woods over there. When I approached to see what he was doing, he came running out of the wood pick up the tripod and went back to the wood. 4 years doing the same thing. 4 years doing the same thing. This is our house over there.
That's what makes the
He's been
idea of
doing
gang
this
stalking so difficult.
So YouTube, it's your boy coming at you with another one. And yes, I'm posted in Walmart again. I may look slumped or whatnot. I just left work and I only got about 3 hours of sleep last night. Not even. So I'm coming in, in Walmart again because these gang stalkers, these government officials, these military men, these agents.
Whoa, now I get. Wow, they're really crazy. So the people are getting paid, but they're government military men. Yo, and I get where it comes from, bro. Now I get why he said they're the people who think they're the chosen one, and oh no. See, those chosen one videos are all over the place, and they're like self-help, but then they're fucking mixed in with some fucked up shit. And then even the self-help part of them is like annoying. People like it would be a good video for people who are willing to like ridicule it and criticize it and decide if they actually believed in it or not. Like, but people who don't think for themselves will just totally be like immersed into the music they use and the feeling, the emotions they get from the videos and stuff. Holy shit. This guy's over dramatizing it, but man, maybe it's worse than I thought. He's basically calling these people like mental illness, not just people who are into the You Are the One YouTube videos. I keep thinking about making You Are the One videos because I wouldn't enjoy making that content, but it would make bank. Because it's like, all ages can watch it. It could be monetized super easy. And you get a lot of subs from it fast. Because they're all the one.
Demons, they've been on their job today. They've been on their job today, yesterday, and...
If you found this video, if you stumbled upon this video, you're the special one. Because not a lot of people would click a title like this, and not a lot of people would click a thumbnail like this, but you took the step, you took the next step to grow into a beautiful butterfly that you are. But beware, anybody who says this video is bad just wants bad things for you. They're deceptive. But me, I want good for you, because I am one of the ones. And we're all family. And families stick together. Oh my god, it's like a cult. It's crazy how I can kind of... I'm over-exaggerating it, but it's crazy how I can kind of call it out like that.
You know what I'm saying? Probably pretty much gonna be on their job tomorrow too. Heavy. But we're gonna debunk all that shit. I'm just in Walmart again.
Oh, and then they use like those super educated voices, like old man robot voices and shit. To make it sound intelligent, or like British voices reading a script. British AI voices.
Because they love to be on my dick. Remember I said I like New York Giants? Remember I said I like New York Giants, right?
Why would the CIA go after you using the most mundane, boring tactics possible? Victims of this tactic are probably now screaming at the screen.
That is exactly the point. It is so no one believes us.
But then if you ask these said victims about the possibility of why they're being gang stalked, you start to get some interesting stories. Menacing tales of devil worship, corporate black magic, human trafficking, celebrity cults, so on and so forth, usually which the victim has been able to outsmart and escape from. And due to their wits of outsmarting these cults of black magic, these stalker groups now follow after them as a threat. A threat, if not a reminder, that if they open their mouth at any point, they will be wiped off of the map.
Oh, so they're super spiritual and they're in touch with the universe, so the other evil entities that are also in touch with the universe can sense them, and they have to gang-stalk them. Oh, I get it. To stop them from their goodness. Man, these people like video games and movies and magical things. They're just role-playing life.
Then,
Not everything's about you. I'm not even hearing what you're talking about.
why aren't these people wiped off of the map? These believers go across the internet shouting how they're being chased by the Rothschild family for escaping an adrenochrome farm. Verified accounts on Twitter with large followers who talk endlessly about their gangstalker experiences. Why is it that the moment they get on the
It's not towards you. You just like to say that so you can do this type of stuff.
internet, they're invincible to their stalkers? If that
I'm perfectly fine with you. I'm not against you. I don't pay attention to what you're watching. I'm sorry. I don't pay attention to what you're watching. Jeez, it's not all about you. I'm just trying to entertain the stream and the chat and make a YouTube video, and you're interrupting it.
that's the case, what makes them so special that they're kept alive? Why would they just not get rid of you if they knew how much power you had?
God.
And if you keep asking them these questions,
What I did.
at first you'll simply be told,
That's the point. They are studying me.
but if you keep prodding, you'll soon be faced with, well, absolutes.
You're a federal agent who's a part of a gang-stalking community.
Or,
It's because I am protected by angels, and the Antichrist can't harm me.
okay,
Oh shit, we've heard that exact sentence. That sentence is super common. It's crazy how this guy's calling this shit out.
I know I'm tearing into this, and the problem with me and the majority of the internet that does this is that some of these victims have evidence.
Whoa, he's able to look into his mirror and call himself out too. I'm subscribing to this guy. Boom. Like the video. This is so fucking good.
Like, weirdly specific and rather eye-opening evidence. There are users on Instagram, Reddit, and YouTube who record what they believe to be genuine evidence of gang-stalking activities. Activities such as noise disturbance,
Oh no, I think he's gonna go into how they're just super basic shit.
highway stalking, and electronic probes. In contrast, chosen ones will shoot down the idea of capturing evidence of them, often brushing it off, saying that it's simply impossible, stating that these perps hack into their phones and delete any evidence, or that they break into their homes to wipe any security footage. Other times,
Luckily I never met anybody like that though.
when asked if they can present evidence, they will upload content of them parading around grocery stores, harassing random customers. So, when there's actually footage, it can be kind of haunting.
Everything could have been so simple. But everybody's a meddling fool.
For example, there's a user on YouTube that posts video footage along with a quick summary to what they were doing before the video began. The first clip is of a mysterious car that speeds by their house, before it suddenly goes in reverse all the way down the road. The uploader then goes on vacation, returns home, and that very night, the car suddenly returns. In the video, you can hear the person having a conversation with some unidentifiable person before firing a gun into the air and driving off.
Whoa, but dude, I feel like depending on the neighborhood, that wouldn't be so sketchy at all. When I lived in Logan Heights, people would shoot guns all the time, and it was the ghetto too, but nobody was dying. And you know why? because they would shoot it at the stop signs and into the air as for parties or to scare people or something. Once in a while there was a death, but San Diego has a very low death rate. Unless it's all hidden. I'm sure a lot of it is hidden, but or murder rate or whatever. But yeah, I heard a lot of gunshots, and there was never deaths any other day. And then I would always realize, oh wait, yesterday was Saturday or something like that. Oh, or it was the. So yeah, I mean gunshots go on, hooting and hollering and drinking and joyriding go on. But let's see.
Our first impression is probably,
Go talk to the police.
but according to the uploader, they tried. They tried, and the police silenced them and ignored their complaints. And going into the comments, you will find other
What if that was the cops then?
commenters feeding into this idea.
But I don't know if I even believe that. Like, where's the evidence, yo? Even though I liked and subscribed you, because your video is good, you're not going into the evidence.
There's echo chamber of pessimism.
Now you're just using this to make a good video.
Everyone you think can help you are all gang stalkers as well. That you're just wasting your time even trying to get justice. Your family, your husband or wife, the local police, everyone. Just give up and stay alone. They uploaded a later video displaying what they believe is evidence of them being stalked on a highway. They begin driving on one lane before letting another car merge, and this new car is labeled as another perp. The car stays directly behind their vehicle the entire time.
I drive behind people's the entire time if I like that they're not putting on their brakes and they're just slowing down by taking their foot off the gas. I love that, dude. I just coast behind people all day like that. What the fuck? Especially in this small freeway two-lane freeway situation. What the fuck?
Uploader even begins to disrupt traffic laws by going drastically under the speed limit just to see if the car would go around them, reducing their speed down to 40 miles per hour on the highway. A dangerous stunt, and yet the car remains behind them.
Yo, but I do the same thing. Do people think I'm a gang stalker? Yo, like when I have no place to go and I just want to be in that lane, especially if I want to exit sometime and I'm fucking, especially if something's not working perfectly good with my car or something. Or what if this, it seems kind of like they got in a fender bender. What if that's what happened and they just fucking didn't feel the fender bender and they're like, this person's following us. There's so many different situations.
A part of me wonders why the uploader didn't merge into a different lane themselves to really test if the perp would follow. But you can only ask so much from footage. Eventually, the uploader exits the highway and the stalker does not follow.
Okay, so he was just chilling. I was right.
And then the video ends.
Fuck yeah, guys. Thank you for watching that episode of Teethdaggers Analyzes / Reacts. If you liked that video, make sure to type in "So you are being gang stalked" by Maverick File. And if you like this reaction, make sure to subscribe below.
Find me at twitch.com/teethdaggers.